Buena Park is in the building. Buena Park? What's the deal? Nothing but the homies out there. Nothing but the homies. What's up with the homies?
Who poppin'? We poppin'.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show where anything goes. I'm your host, Mark Vargas, and you're tuned into the Center Lock Show. And today, we got somebody who's a musician, an entertainer, a director, a producer. I mean, basically does everything in the music and film production scene. Give it a round of applause to my boy, my brother, Kelly Kell.
What's the deal? What's up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey, bro, man. Hey, first off, how you doing?
Man, life is great right now, man. I'm getting a lot of good news coming in. You know, we starting off the year strong. So I'm blessed, man. You know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, just from if you are aware with my boy right now, you see that he's pretty much taken over, you know, a lot of the Instagram reels, TikTok. I mean, he's putting everything on Facebook. And the one thing I enjoy, man, it's not just no cheap content. Like you got, I think, a great team with what you're doing. I mean, your production value, I think, is pretty. You know, if you look at what you're putting out, I think it's above a lot of people. And I mean, you can tell because you just see all the different. You guys are just rising up like pretty. I mean, I don't want to say pretty fast because I know it's a lot of hard work, but I mean, you guys are doing some pretty solid numbers across the board.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. That's one thing that I definitely getting into content creating. That's one thing that I wanted to focus on was having quality work because I knew I was going to enter this realm of like being a personality outside of just music. And I'm I feel like the easiest transition is doing comedy. And I'm like, in my opinion, I'm just like, I'm not really that funny. So how could I, make my stuff stick? And so I was like, well, if I could just put cool concepts behind stuff, but still like keep that quality, then I feel like it'll at least be easy on the eyes and people can engage with it more, And so I'm still learning a lot, but, as far as putting out production, that's what I was doing that before I started putting out content by myself. So, and yeah, bro, speaking on the team and stuff, bro, I was blessed enough to have a solid team. Some people found me kind of thing, but for the most part, man, like I can't complain, man.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get more into everything you got with your music and everything with K3 Films. But I think one thing that is, should be said is, you probably learned a lot of that grind, a lot of that hustle through playing ball, right? Like, is that one of the things hey, I can't forget about that, hey.
Man, hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I miss it, man. Like, and then not necessarily, every aspect of football, because some things sucked. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we hated it, but I feel like we did take it for granted. The one thing I can say is that a lot of the values and the things that were instilled in us, they kind of do carry over. Like how you said, the grind. Yeah, maybe I'm not, trying to bench 315 no more. I probably can't even do two plays now because I got a shoulder injury. But, I'm probably not trying to hit 315 and clean 315. But, I'm trying to push limits in another way now. So now my new goal is, okay, well, we just made, we made $10,000 this month. Let's make 20 next month. That's my new 315. That's my new PR, so that's kind of like how it is.
No, I mean, that right there is the mindset to have. Like, you got to just keep pushing. You got to just keep, grinding because, you never know when it's going to stop, but you never know when you could hit, it's in our world that we're living in, all you need is one video just to really pop. And the next thing you know, you're over here, you're a playmaker, like you're in the game.
Real. And for real, that's all it takes, man.
Hey, it's the beauty of it, but at the same time, you gotta put good content out because you don't want to be one of those one-hit wonders, or you don't want to be one of those, be known just for that, and then it's like, all right, I'm stuck, and you can make a living out of that, but I'm pretty sure you have that same mindset, like you got you got stuff you want to do, and you're not going to stop until you do that. And then that's just going to be the first level. And then, it's just leveling up each time. But with your music, bro, like your creative process is, where do you find like your creative roots? Because I mean, in music, in production, and pretty much everything, you got to sit down. Are you by yourself? I mean, music. We'll talk musically first. So one thing, you're to me, you're probably one of the top. I don't even want to say freestylist. I don't even know what you want to call it, but man, you were putting out all those videos where on the, what was it, all those challenges, man, or there's somebody on this beat or on this, whatever, man, you would kill it, bro. Like I mean, straight up, like, I mean, I could at least 3 to 4 videos I remember just saying like, oh, this bro cold, like cold. Like, so what's the thought process behind that? But also, like, where did you get your taste of music, and what is your taste of music,
So touching on like thought process and things like that, like when it comes to making music, for me personally, I like to pull from my own life. So everything I talk about, like I've experienced, and I might not say the person's name because I don't really like to name drop too much. Yeah. But I might not say their name, but I'm talking about them. And if you're in my circle, if you know me personally, like all my homies always are, oh yeah, like that situation, bro, I remember that, or that's crazy that you said that. So I like to pull from real situations, which is challenging too, because during the pandemic, I ain't have nothing going on. Like, everything was dead. Like I wasn't making no type of moves. As far as events and just things I pull from for inspiration, even my dating life slowed down. I couldn't even talk about, a girl that broke my heart because it wasn't no girls breaking my heart like that. Everything was slow. So when it comes to, pulling from music, inspiration wise, man, I like to pull from like real life situations. And I'm trying to experiment a little more and maybe like start talking from different POVs and things like that. But it's just like, one thing I learned is that people buy into you as an artist, and I don't want people to buy into something that's not me, So it's kind of like hard, man. So that transition right there is a little challenging, but we'll see how it goes. But as far as artists that I'm inspired by a lot of music. I'm not gonna lie, I'm inspired by a lot of music, but I'm sure you can kind of like, if I'm gonna name some, and then you'll probably be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Those. Yeah. So like, I was the biggest Chance the Rapper fan in high school. Like,
that's the first person I was like, bro, this is that 13-day, you know what I mean? Is that like you had that acid rap flow where I was like, all right, bro, he got that, where it's like it's more, it's not like street, but like you have like you can tell like it's a story, you can tell where it's coming from, and it's not fake. That's the biggest thing where I felt like your music, bro, like when you listen to it, it's not like just something that you just put up and you could repeat the same cycle. Like you got different beats, you got different, what you're talking about is different. Like you said, you're talking about real life situations, your own real life. And the first person I thought was, oh yeah, this Chance. So who else is on your inspiration board?
Chance was a big one in high school when he came out, because he got popping around when Wayne dropped Carter 5. He was a feature on there, and that's how I learned about him. And then he started really gaining buzz after that. I think that was I want to say my junior year of high school. We both graduated 15, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so 2014 was Chance. I was heavy on Chance, and I probably was a huge Chance fan all the way to Chance 3. And then I kind of just grew out of that. Another artist before Chance would be Wayne, which is how I learned about Chance. So Wayne, that was probably my biggest influence in music besides 50 Cent. Is Wayne and 50 Cent. Those were like the two big dogs. And I just remember like I have to write bars just as dope as those. Like that's how I used to tell myself, you know. And so I took pride in like creating like these crazy ass bars that was like, damn, that was different, you know. And so I even look at my old stuff now, like, damn, I can't even believe I thought of something like that. Like I don't even think like that no more, you know. So yeah, Wayne for sure. I was a big fan of Cassidy. I listened to a lot of Cassidy.
Okay.
And just battle rap in general. I liked the bars, bro. I was like, oh, bars. I used to say all the time, like, all these new dudes when Young Thug came out and all these people, I'm like, they're not real rappers. Like, this isn't hip hop. Like, I was a hater, bro. I was a hater. Yeah. But
well, I mean, when they came out, it was more like, I mean, was it you got I'm a stoner. I'm like that was Young
it was just more hip hop, but
yeah.
It wasn't necessarily rap. But they weren't. My thing was like I would be hating on people that never came out and said, oh, I'm a rapper, I'm this or I'm that. They just came out and did their thing, you know. So, but I used to be real on that, like, oh, he's not a rapper, like he don't got bars, you know, just things like that. So I definitely came a long way, and I could appreciate good music. So. But yeah, man, Kyle, you heard of Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah. I like Kyle a lot. And you know, there's a lot of artists, bro. I mean, we can go back to, you know, the music my parents put me on, you know. Yeah. So we could go back to Isley Brothers. We could go back to Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, and we could talk about how I like melodies and I like to, you know, vocalize and sing over myself. I personally don't think I could sing good, but I like to sing. And so I like incorporating that in my music, you know. So
melodies is like that's I mean, it's part of music. If that's the route you're going, like, I mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like one person I was thinking about too when I was listening to your music, I don't know if you took anything or, you know, enjoyed a little bit of, I don't know if you heard Smino.
Oh yeah, I mess with Smino, bro.
Yeah, like he's cold too. Like that's kind of the vibe I got too off some of your music.
Yeah.
But definitely, bro, like is it hard to like level up? Is it like do you find, you know, one thing some rappers do, like that's one phase of their career, like do you feel like you're going into the next phase, or like what's that thought process like with that?
Yeah, I am. I think every artist deals with this on a different level, because there are different levels, like you said, like everybody levels up. And I am in the middle of my next phase. Like I'm in a whole different mind space. The last tape I put out was in 2019. And I got a lot of music that I'm sitting on, but it's more mature. That's why I like to explain my mixtapes. Like 2018, I dropped a tape, I think, in 2018. And in 2019, it's a little more of a mature tape, but I'm still young. I'm still on some young shit. And then like this next phase is just a more mature tape. You know, the dialogue, everything in the tape is just more mature, you know? And so like I think my music's aging as I age. And like that battle that I was saying that every artist deals with is like we always have this battle where we're competing with industry music. And so we have to like make a choice. And you hear a lot of other artists talk about it that, you know, wanted to stay true to their roots, or, you know, whatever it is, like hip hop roots.
Yeah.
J. Cole, you know, J. Cole has the Let Nas Down. The story behind that song was because he put out a song that was just for radio hits, Workout. The song was called Workout. And so when you think about stuff like that, I mean, we're talking about J. Cole's talking about that. Like artists like me deal with that shit every day, because we're battling, like we want to make the music we want to make, but at the same time, we're dealing with people that's putting millions of dollars into radio play. So that way, even though this song's trash, people are going to hear it a million times. They're going to like it eventually. Yeah. They have no choice, you know? So you, like, a lot of people don't understand what goes on the back end of music, but what really happens is people get forced to listen to music and they don't really know it. And they're getting forced because these apps are getting paid to play their shit. I mean, their stuff, their music. And because of that, we're competing with songs that are trash, because that's what people want to, people end up wanting to hear that. It's not like people just come out, I want to hear it. I'm sure you've heard artists that are famous or that have huge songs. And you're like, that song's not tight. But in a couple months, you might have that hook stuck in your head a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a couple months after that, you hear it was streaming #1. You like, a good example is what's that man's name? Lil Xan? No, not Lil Xan. He made a oh yeah, Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Lil Pump, Gucci Gang.
Yep.
Yeah, Gucci Gang is a good example of that. It's like that song, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. I seen something where they was like, yeah, he said it like 120 times in the song, and he really didn't say too many different words. But the song stuck, and it's a famous song. And if I say Gucci Gang, probably 50 to 60% of the population might know what I'm talking about. So
yeah,
that's to kind of to prove my point. Like it's hard, bro, when we're talking about leveling up, because when you do level up and you mature as you get older, or not even, I don't want to say age, because there's a lot of young artists that already are hit, but it's like once you dive more into the industry, you'll learn like, dang, some of these artists are just doing stuff just for record sales. And
I mean, you can definitely see that. Like, it's tough. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, trying to compete against, a million. I mean, like, it's kind of what I was talking to earlier. Like, when you're running some of these podcasts, you're running some of these shows, like, you understand what you're going against. Like, it's a very it basically like life in general. It's that 1% that gets everything, and then it's like the rest is for everybody to fight for it, everybody to pull up, and hopefully you can find your niche, you can find your calling, and maybe grow up in there. But it's hard to get to that level. So it's to see certain people kind of blow up and see certain people kind of succeed. Like, it's only right that you should continue to support. And like, that's one thing, like, why I'm doing this is because I know I get people that are doing positive things, doing cool things, and like they could benefit from a small, little YouTube video. They can benefit from a little, like, I don't have the smallest reach, but I have a little, a good amount of reach that, I can maybe introduce you to somebody, or, like, that's the way, like, I look at it. Like, you are right, we're competing against some of these multi-millionaires, and they're backed by multi-billionaires, so it's a tough game to get into, but you got to just support the ones that you feel like are doing the right thing, and that's all you really could do.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, at the end of the day, how I look at it is like, if everything that I'm doing makes me happy, so like, even though I might not be doing it on a large scale, I'm doing what I want to do. So I don't complain too much,
No, that's all you can do, really, is just keep showing up, keep doing what you got to do, keep putting out what you got to put out, and sooner or later, like, if you're doing good stuff, it will come. The cream always rises to the top. Like, that's just all it is. But one thing I would say, like, I was talking to a few weeks ago, I was talking to Marty Ray, and he's a musician coming out of Memphis, blues, country. And he says, like, you got to just stay true to yourself. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, because, he said he's had, some money thrown at him, and it's tough to look in the eyes, or look through, to keep a tunnel vision sometimes, and to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And you see a lot of people change up, you see a lot of people turn into something that they start and they're like, hey, I'll never be that, and they end up turning into that, or they end up going down that route. And it's a battle, because sometimes that route can provide, sometimes that route can change your trajectory. But and I think the benefit of it, the people in our situations, the people that are I'll say relate more to us, like, just stay true to yourself, stay true to the grind, and it will just continue to move up.
Nah, definitely, man. And that's the plan, man. I'm gonna just keep doing, what I think is what I think is what I like. I'm gonna keep doing what I like. So,
any new music coming out soon? Anything you got on the burner right now?
I got some videos I'm working on. I want to put together an Inland Empire mixtape, and I was supposed to pull one together last year. And I like kind of had like a like another thought about it. And maybe instead of using beats that I leased off YouTube, I could find producers to out here that's local to tape out.
I was supposed to have my boy. I saw you guys were connected. Drew Gomez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on last week, but my phone broke and it was a tough few days. But we're gonna be having him on. But hey, my boy is cold. He got a cool little production. He's putting out some nice solid music out there.
No, I like what Drew's got going on, man. He's got a good thing going, and it's all everything he does is in house. So I like it. I love it. That's kind of like what I like to push. That's why I'm on here. I'm like, everything you're doing is in house by yourself. So I like it, man. I'm proud of bro. And we had a concert like maybe 2 weeks ago, and
I saw that on the Instagram. What was that about? What was that?
It was like a artist showcase.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of just like did the whole in-house thing where I was like, everything we're gonna do. So it's me and my boy Ryan. My boy Ryan makes music too. I'm just Ryan, and we kind of came together. I shot something for him. Right. It was a performance, and he brought out like 30 people, bro. But we was in LA. Actually, he might have brought out more than 30 people, but he brought out like the whole show. And so I was like, bro, I don't like you're doing all this just to bring them out to LA when we stay out here in the IE. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are we doing? We could just do our own show and have, 100 people come. So that's what we did. So we made it make sense, and he found the location. And then the dudes over at IE Chrome Studios, man, they showed a lot of love, but we made it happen. And so we made it a showcase. So that way, like, as far as financials go, it was easy on everybody, so.
That's what's up. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now in the OC. Like, I know it's not music, but like, I'm trying to, partner up with certain people, True 100. I have, just different, my boys that over here at, most just kind of teaming up with certain people, certain playmakers, and just trying to do something productive for we all got to rep where we're from. And if you can't represent where you're from, man, it's tough trying to get out, because if you don't have that support, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And I'll give you this time. Any IE rappers, anybody you want to just shout out, doing their thing?
Yeah, man. I'll shout out. I'm gonna start with West Covina. I'm from West Covina. That's where I'm from. That's kind of how I know Drew. But I grew up in West Covina, and I moved out to Upland when I was a sophomore. Really at the end of my freshman year of high school, and then I've been here ever since. So I feel like home is out here, but I grew up in West Cove, and that's like where all my people is at too. So I feel like home is out there too. So yeah, man. I'll shout out the real Diamondback, Drew Official, West Cove Drew. What other artists I know out there? I know a lot of IE artists. I shout out my guy, I'm just Ryan. I shout out Ergy. Shout out my guy. He don't even really be making music he does, but Amari Shaw, one of the best artists that you've never heard of, Amari Shaw, hands down, Grammy writing, all that, so hopefully he gets back to dropping music soon. But man, there's a lot of talent out here, bro. There's a lot. There's so many names that I didn't name because off the top I can't remember, but bro, there's a lot of people from out here that's just crazy. It's so big. IE is huge, so.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it has a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no, everybody, man, make sure you go support everybody that Kel just said. We're in this business to support and help grow, and I'm pretty sure everybody he just mentioned will enjoy and appreciate the love. So make sure you guys go out there, whatever it is, like, share, comment, whatever you guys can do, go help out with the team, But before we take our break, bro, I got a few questions for you. You got to pick, you got to lock in, or you got to give me what you got. All right. First question I got, man. Give me your Mount Rushmore of rap.
Ooh, what's that? 5, huh? 5, top 5?
Yeah,
Or is
four.
it
I don't know, 4 or
4?
5, right? I mean,
4?
let me double check. You know, I wasn't the best.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
I think it's well. Let me see. Let's see what we got right here. I'm over here asking a question, and I was expecting for you to know. And I was like, oh man.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was horrible at history. I
Hey,
was
it is 4. It is 4. I was out
horrible.
there. Okay, 4.
All right, bet. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, I'm gonna just put out the disclaimer now. Okay, when it comes to certain artists on the East Coast or like anywhere that wasn't from the West, like I don't know too much about them, but I know they're good. And one of those artists is Jadakiss. Like I know he's a great artist, but I just never really put in the time to listen to him. You know, there's a lot of artists like that though. There's a lot of artists like Jadakiss. So if I miss some people that y'all might disagree with, don't get on me. But I think I'm gonna put number 1. I'm gonna put Jay up there at number 1, bro.
That's
I'm
respectable.
gonna put Jay-Z up there, man. Like one of my favorite artists. And it's crazy because I started listening to him when I was like in my 20s, like 21 or something. I started diving into his discography. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when I was ready, to be honest, because like a lot of the stuff he says, bro, is just like you have to consume it and really appreciate it. But I wasn't mature enough, I guess. So I could appreciate.
He's a businessman.
Bro, yeah, bro. Yeah, he's got a lot of gems and he just says like real relatable stuff that I'm going through now. So I like it. I like it a lot. That's number 1. Ooh, number 2. Mm, mm, mm. I might have to put Wayne up there. I might
Respectable.
have to put Wayne, man. I'm a 90, who's 97. I'm 97. So I
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
I can't be throwing Slick Rick in there. I'm 97, bro. I started the first music I heard was 50 Cent. So,
Yeah,
so
I feel you. I
it'll
feel you.
be a little newer artist. But yeah, Wayne, I think could be up there. Yeah, so Jay, Wayne, ooh, that's tough, man. We're on number 3, huh? We talking rappers or just artists in general?
I mean, rap, hip hop,
Yeah,
it's
in that realm.
it's in that realm. I know who you're thinking.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean OVO, man. And that question was directed. I know was the first. I knew when you asked.
I was definitely thinking like, is Drake in there? I mean, dude, he's influenced a lot of people. He's really changed music.
Man got more hits than the Beatles. That's all you can say.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll definitely put Drake at top 3. Then he's number 3 on my list. And I think I have to put Ye number 4.
Yeah, I mean, people can
And
say what they say, but
nah, Ye's a great artist, bro. And when I say artist, like I mean artist, like creating, just at creating. I'm taking in consideration a lot more than just rap. But
you watch
even
Genius?
Huh?
Did you watch Genius? His documentary?
I saw two of the episodes.
Yeah, I gotta watch the third one as well. But man,
it's great.
Imagine being that person to like turn him down, like man. But to see
it happens all the time.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that he had the camera rolling, like that's just insane to see. I mean, when he was showing Pharrell his music and Pharrell just ran out, I was like, that's cold. Or when he had with Jamie Foxx in the studio and they did slow jams.
Yeah,
like to see that, like, and that's like I think the first time that was when they created the song, like to see how it was, man. That you can tell when you got Magic. You know what I mean? You knew, like they knew, like when you had Scarface listening to his stuff, they knew, like, oh man, this is different. This is about to take over.
I mean, if you hear if all that music surfaced now, it would still be dope. So that's the crazy part, is like we're talking
Timeless.
10 years ago, over 10 years ago, right? Yeah, it's like early 2000s or not.
I mean, we're almost coming up on 20 years, I believe. Well, yeah, we're already 20,
somewhere around there. So it's like we're talking about give or take 15 years ago. It's like if it was a hit, if it's a hit now, and they were here, like they heard it for the first time 15 years ago, it probably blew a lot of people away. Because bro is different. So I like seeing him develop. When it comes to the media and all that and the extracurriculars, I think that's one thing that kind of sucks as being an artist is that your problems get amplified, because I feel like not just Kanye, but everybody that's in the media, they deal with regular life shit and it just turns into something way worse because, it's in the media now.
It's amplified. Everybody knows about it. It's tough. Like, they got some, just if you're talking about it, like his most recent stuff, he got a divorce, right? Like that's tough for anybody. Like, no matter if you got money, you ain't got money, like a divorce is something where it's, like he says, I'm not picking a side, but he makes a point, like his family is splitting apart like that. For somebody who, clearly has, a strong family value where he views his family as, and he hate to say it, but he doesn't need to have his family around, like he's so rich, like he can just go on his own, like be like a whoever you want, a Tesla or, or Elon Musk, like he could be in that realm if he wanted to, but to see how much he's fighting for his family, like, I can't, what he's doing here and there is tough to support, but at the end of the day, the man's fighting for his family, and can't say much about that,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But that's one of those things you give up when you want to become that, that person. You got to give up your privacy. So it's a big trade-off.
So you got Ye, you got Wayne, Drake, and
Jay.
Yeah, Jay. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a tough four right there.
Yeah, I think that's solid, man. If I could do 10, I would throw J. Cole on there. I would throw, a couple other artists that are, honorable mentions.
Yeah, you could do a whole, like, I can give you another four right now, and I don't think anybody would even say, like, because you could do one with Pac, you can do one with Big. You can throw Drake on. You could do a West Coast.
The only reason why I didn't throw Biggie in there, because I'm not really I think Pac was dope for the culture, but I personally, music-wise, I wasn't the biggest fan of Pac, even though he does have hits. He's got a lot of hits. But, album-wise, if we're going straight to album, like, there's a lot of songs that I'm like, this is mid. But, as far as Biggie, like, bro, he was different, especially for that era. But it's just like, I don't think he had enough music out for me to be able to say that.
They were young, bro. I think 24, 25, right? When they passed.
So, it's one of those things where, like, Jay-Z done put out, so many albums and had the opportunity to put out so much great music. Like, that's why I could confidently say, like, I think he's top rapper.
That's a solid Mount Rushmore of hip hop, we'll say.
Yeah.
But, next question, I want to say, who of the new school, I'll say, new school felt like 2016, but now we're already in 2022. So it's like,
and music evolves so fast,
bro. Fast. I'm thinking, I was just in my head thinking new school. I'm like, oh man, you could go with, Thug's no longer new school, but for a minute it was Thug. Migos. I remember when Rich Homie Quan popped up on the scene, like that was.
And it was different. Yeah.
It was. At the time, I was fucking with Thug and Quan, man. Just can't. Quan. It sucks. I thought Quan was gonna blow. Like he was cold.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't like seeing people fall off, but that's the game that it is too. Like, everyone has their time. I think one thing that's going to help is being prepared to blow, something like a Kanye or, people like that, where they're like, oh, like, I'm ready to blow. Because what happens is we're in a social media world where you can blow up tomorrow, but, like, can you stay there tomorrow? You know what I mean?
You almost got to stay 2 steps ahead almost, because if you slow, like, they're going to blow up on your old stuff, right? What you're putting out.
Yeah, but you gotta follow up.
Yeah, that's that follow up. Look at Roddy Ricch, man. I didn't think it was that bad of an album he put out.
Yeah,
but overall, on I'll say on the internet, whatever, they took it up, spit it out, like they didn't enjoy it at all. And
I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole thing. I think I might have heard a song, maybe
it's different, you know, I mean, what was the album he came out with the box, high fashion? Like that was a cold. That was, I mean,
Oh, that first album was great, bro.
Mhm.
I mean, I was like, I mean, I already was a Roddy fan, kind of. I wouldn't say fan, but I liked his music and stuff.
He's like these are melodies. I mean, it's that's I would say like with him, like it's he's putting out his rap, but like his hooks, his
He's different.
bridges
I
are
think
all
he took a lot
cold.
of Thug. I think he took a lot of Thug and put it in his music, Young Thug,
Mhm.
and because he's from LA, bro, and he don't got an LA sound.
Yeah,
He don't got an LA sound at all, you know. But I think he took a lot from Thug. But honestly, bro, Roddy Ricch is a good artist. He's gonna be straight just because off GP he's plugged with what's his name? DJ Mustard and all these other LA artists that are already and are still gonna be on forever. So,
yeah.
I think he'll be straight in the industry regardless of his album flops or not. Because he could always put out a hit if he wants with one of these other artists
Yeah,
that he
he's
knows
I mean
personally.
he's turning into that hook guy too, you know, like somebody's got to take that Nate Dogg role, you know, somebody
Yeah.
has to take that.
I think Blast might take it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I mean,
He's
hey,
Blast, and I mean Ty Dolla Sign's already there. I think he
hey,
surpassed
Ty
that.
Dolla Sign's the most underrated, overlooked, whatever you want to call it. You know, everybody wants to talk about, you know, look, I got a Nipsey tattoo. I love Nipsey, everything about Nipsey, right? People
Yeah.
want to talk about Nipsey, YG, we'll say DJ Mustard, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They were the ones that carried LA. If you don't got Ty Dolla Sign in that conversation, man, Ty Dolla
Ty
Sign,
Dolla Sign carried LA since Tooted and Booted, being honest.
hey, he has people forget he was on that track, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like. And the thing with he was in the studio with everybody. I mean, if you look at his credits, I mean, he's pretty much on almost every top hit coming out of the West Coast for a while.
Yeah. I mean, we can even take it further and go just to production. Like, bro, he doesn't just sing, So, and that's why I think Ty Dolla Sign is probably the biggest asset out the West besides DJ Mustard,
Yeah,
because without a beat, you can't do shit. So, you
yeah.
know, I think YG was probably one of the biggest like gangster rap artists out of LA for a while. But yeah, bro.
It would have been. I think it would have been definitely. I feel like Nip would have been. You know, Nip would have been the.
Okay, my bad. Okay, let's go Nip and YG. But I think YG would I would think YG.
If you looked at both of them, they both kind of took that split. YG went a little bit more mainstream, and then
Yeah,
Nip
exactly.
was like the voice of the streets. You know,
Yeah.
YG. Well, you think of LA, you think YG.
Yeah.
You know, when talking new school stuff, I mean, people can
Yeah,
still
exactly.
say Dr. Dre, Snoop. You know, it's still probably Snoop. You know, and shout out to Snoop. I mean, longevity that's the hardest thing to do ever, and you know, I mean, Snoop's been around
Hey, shout
forever.
out to Uncle Snoop, bro.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, you know, all these different, you know, rappers pop up. And you know, I was a big fan of O3. You know, I mean, he's locked up right now, but O3, I like the way I feel like he had a unique take on music. You know, he had his
Yeah,
own
bro.
little, you know, take. I felt like he could have been like I don't even know what I mean. He kind of had like the chopped up, you know, the what do you call it? The Houston sound, where you know, chopped
Yeah,
and
well,
screwed,
O3 was on his way.
you know, mixed with that Travis Scott. I mean, he knew how to use the auto tune very effectively, and you know, kind of
And I think he was just so early in his career too that it's like a lot of his music sounds real raw. Like it don't sound like it's radio ready. Like the production quality, it sounds like a mixtape.
yeah.
And like, I like that. I like that kind of sound. I'm like, oh, like it's like he made like function music.
He
Like
did.
you know,
I mean,
function, you'll hear it. Like
and then
you
he
might
got
not,
songs you can just turn up, man. You could just
yeah.
run for your life like that,
Yeah,
man.
and everybody could sing to it, and kind of go like he had good music, bro. O3 was a good artist. He is a good artist.
Did you mess with Shoreline?
Nah, not tough. It wasn't really my style,
Yeah.
but I liked the little wave that they did too. I liked how they got things popping and stuff. And I know they kind of went their separate ways, right?
Yeah.
The artists on there, yeah.
Who's I mean, I mean, that's what Shoreline's Long Beach, right? So who's really big out on the IE like that? Anybody really like?
Our biggest artist that's from here will be Hit Boy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Hit Boy, I would say is our biggest artist. Outside of Hit Boy, um, we got this one artist from out here named Triz, and he's pretty dope, bro. But he's like 100% independent, you know. So he likes to talk about that a lot. But he's a dope artist. He's just different, and he just like his flow is just a flow, like he's just cold. But he's just really just all rapped. Let's see. Outside of Hit Boy, who's another good artist?
I think I heard of one. He's kind of like looks like a younger Snoop Dogg. I mean, I think he's from the Dino.
Oh, you're talking about yeah, you talking about Doggy Style.
Yeah, he's cold too. He got his own little flow.
Yeah, Doggy Style's cool. Like I said, bro, I'm not really into like that's not my lane either, really.
Yeah.
So but he's a dope artist, bro. I like what he's doing for the inland. You know, everybody's kind of trying to contribute their own way, man. So yeah, Doggy Style, he's cool dude. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on that. I know somebody that got a feature with him, but it's that song is unreleased, so I'm not even gonna speak on it. But it was one of those artists that I named back earlier.
Oh, okay.
That's done some work with him when he was, you know, putting out features for sale and all that. But yeah, man, it's a lot of artists in the IE, bro, and eventually a lot of them are gonna pop. So I'm excited to see everybody grow, man. There's another artist that's from out here. His name's City James. And he does a lot of video production as well. And I think he works with Blast pretty consistently, actually. So if you like watch some of Blast's older stuff, like 2019 to he shot the what is it called? The Chosen video. He shot that video.
Okay.
With Tyga and with Ty Dolla $ign. So
and then the last question I got before we take a quick break. I know we've been kind of talking a lot, but I mean it's good content. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Last question: living, dead, whatever. Right. One artist you could work with.
Ooh, like just because I want to, like just for me, or is this like a power move for my career?
I mean, take it out. That's the question. You gotta take it however you feel it.
Ooh, one artist that I for sure want to work with, like for sure. Man, that's tough, bro. There's a lot of artists out here that I really like, you know. I think I would do Nip. I think I would do Nip. Only because I feel like he could give me game that I could apply in my life now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like even though we are, as far as, you know, levels go, like, bro is a millionaire, you know, but I still feel like I'm at that level. Like he can give me game, like, all right, look, bro, because he was there.
He was independent.
There recently. Yeah. I think Nip, bro. I think Nip. I could, because we could do music and he could give me game, like a lot of game. So
yeah,
I would say Nip, bro. I would say Nip.
Man, rest in peace, Nip, man. I mean, just I got the all money in on me, you know what I mean? It's just that the music was amazing. You know, the person, you know, you can say what you want, like about his past and this and that. But overall, I mean, dude was a solid dude trying to help out his community. And, you know, you don't got a lot of people like that, you know, they sometimes get a little too big and they forget about it, you know? So like just that mindset right there. But man, rest in peace, Nip. But with that being said, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk everything with K3 Films, and we're gonna take a little dive in. I want to pick the brain of my boy Kel right here, and yeah, make sure you be right back because we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We got a lot.
Be right back. Use promo code Sideline10 to receive 10% off all of your graphic design needs, logos, pictures, business cards, anything that you need. Contact Matthew Cifuentes at Matt2Siffy. What's up, everybody? We're still in the building. You know, we're not in the building, but you know, we're still here with my boy Kelly Kell. And you know, we just got done talking about music, lifestyle, pretty much, we figured out that, Mount Rushmore had 4 people on it, just it's
We're learning over here too,
yeah,
man.
it's an educational podcast. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing. But man, K3 Films, bro, is that something that has been in the works for a while, or is this something that, it kind of clicked in your head and you're like, we got to do it? Like, what was the story behind K3 Films?
As far as a film background goes, bro, I've been into film for a long time. Since middle school, like I would record on my phone just long videos of me and my homies just doing stupid stuff like like freestyling. And because we used to walk home, I used to walk home all the time, like because my mom was at work and stuff. So we would walk home. So it'd be, that was our thing. So it starts from there, bro, honestly. And then as I got older and stuff and I moved out to the IE, like where I live at, bro, is a really, really nice area. It's a really nice area. I live in Upland, so it's like a nice area, right? So the resources out here is different. Like even from where I'm from in West Covina, which is still a nice city, but it's different, bro. Like people got different kind of money out here, even the other cities, Rancho, Fontana, like we got big houses, money, all that, right? So it's like the opportunities that I was able to get out here were different. And that opened up my eyes a lot, right? So recording stuff, when it comes to music, like I learned that. But when on the camera side, bro, like I was able to see a lot of people pick up cameras and do this photography stuff, this video stuff, I was able to see it. So with me already having a natural interest in it, I got my first camera. I think I was like, I think I was like 19, 18. No, I'm sorry. I was 18. I bought a GoPro. That's what I bought when I was 18 with my financial aid money. I used to buy everything with that.
I used to come in clutch, dog.
Yeah, that's how I got this set up right here, bro.
If I was still playing, man, that was that government, that what was it, the governor's and used to, man, I don't know, what was it called, the one at the community college, the one used to.
Oh, we had the bog fee waiver, which
the bog, there you go, the board of governors there. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm innocent, I wasn't lying. I was not lying. I took the blessing and I applied it. But man, hey, talking about paid to play, that was my
bro.
pay.
That's how I felt, bro. I was like, okay, this is like basically having a scholarship. This is cool.
Yeah, no, it was waiting for that, like, going to school for free. And then like I don't need the books. I don't need them.
Yeah, man. So it was cool, bro. It was cool. Shout out to Chevy College. They hooked me up. Where you went?
So how we met, we should talk about that a little bit. It's a little bit, so my boy Kale's supposed to go to Trinity, I was
getting recruited over there by the head coach.
Yeah, we went out there, so we met boy JP, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got connected through that, but it did not work out to our liking. But with every situation, you got to make the best of it. And I had a great time out there in Chicago, and I'm pretty sure JP will say the same thing. It was it was a blessing to see, and that's where I got put on a chance. And being out there is a whole different being,
in Chicago.
Yeah, like it was amazing. Like, yeah, it was a great time out there. Outside of school and football, it was a great time. But I went to Santa Ana College, so I don't know. Did we play? Did we play you?
Nah. We played Mount Sac. We didn't play Santa Ana.
Oh, that's right. We played Citrus.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go out to go against Chafee, but
we played Citrus too, so we weren't far, bro. Given the right circumstances, our teams might play each other.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of good JUCO ball out there. But yeah, shout out to everybody running that JUCO life. It's not for everybody, going through that hustle, going through that grind. Hey, it's gonna make you a better person on the outside. But going back to K3 films, um, is it more like that's one thing I'm always like I love the ability to shoot something, the ability to like tell a story, or for instance, what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a lot more different scenes and whatever. I don't even know what to call it. Doing little subgenres, of different things.
Yeah.
But is it a group process, or I mean, because what is so like K3 films, is that the whole production of everything from the shooting to the actors to the post production, or is K3 films more of like behind the scenes stuff?
Man, we do it all, bro. It's really just me right now. So, I'm the only one really pushing the company. But I'm building a solid team. But when it comes to productions, it's me and I have some people that I work with closely, and some of them have no experience, so I gotta teach them hands on. But um, on the production side, when it comes to clients and things like that. But if we're talking about content creation, as a team, bro, I got a whole team, and it's not like, oh, they're just K3 films. They have their own branch, what they
Okay.
do. They have their own thing going too, and we all come together and collaborate. I end up taking on a lot of the workload just because I'm the one that knows how to do most of the stuff right now.
Yeah.
But everybody's learning, bro. So one of my boys started doing the video stuff, and he just got 2 bookings this month. So, like I just love seeing stuff like that, because it's like, okay, like whatever we're doing is working,
Yeah.
It's confirmation, like, okay, it's not that's not like the end all be all, but it's cool. Like, all right, that's a nice little sign right there that like we got something going, and it's working, bro. So yeah, man, it just came about. I was doing security. That's what I started doing when I stopped playing ball. I joined security, and I started doing security in Hollywood so I could be around the music industry. And I met a lot of like tour managers and A&Rs and things like that, and sent my music to them in hopes that they would listen to it. And some actually did, bro. Some gave me some notes and stuff. And it was a cool experience, bro. But that it taught me how to put on a production. And
Yeah.
so, that's kind of what I got from it. Because I'm telling you, like, bro, I've met every artist you could think of. I've met them, maybe not like we kicked it and chopped it up, but I've said what's up to them, shook their hand type thing. So being in that realm just felt good to me. And so I got to take notes on how to put together productions. So now I know how to put a show together and how to run one, which is why we threw one last month, and things like that. So it was cool, bro. It was super cool, and I learned a lot. So, but I use security as an end to get into that kind of stuff. All these private parties, all these private events, things like that. Because, bro, I've been blessed, bro. I'm telling you, like, I've done security gigs that regular people. I'm not no mall cop. Like,
Yeah. No, I feel you.
like me
Yeah.
and my homies are doing Von Miller private event parties. Like that's the kind of stuff we was doing. So it was cool, bro. It was a great look, and I'm blessed to be able to have those experiences and learn from them, like and just soak up the game. You know
That's
what I mean?
that's one thing, I'm very similar in that sense because I was working at the observatory, and we every night was from Post Malone to Migos to Young Thug to
Oh,
Future.
bro, you guys had. Oh, even where I was at, we didn't have artists like that, but you guys had.
We had a run. We had a
Yeah, you
run
guys
where
had the
it was
artists,
a
bro.
function every night.
Yeah, the
But
observatory was cracking.
it was, man. I didn't know you were doing security like that, man. I was putting a lot of people on to work. That was one thing we were able to put some people on, and
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a small world, man. It's a small world because you end up meeting people that are connected to certain people, and you're like, oh, that's him, and
yeah.
it would have been cool. But one thing I like with that kind of a I don't know thought process, whatever you want to call it, um, to see certain people how they move, how they act, like that's important. Like it's what's that saying? Surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you'll be the next, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like it's that's a true mentality. You know, you don't ever want to just leave your boys or your core, but when you have a chance to be around the major players, or you know what I mean, whatever you want to call it, it's an eye opener to see how much you need to grow, how
Mhm.
much you need to do, and you know also like you can pick the if they let you, you can pick their brains. You know, talking to just certain people. Like my thing is a little different from the music and even the production side, but like my thing is just networking, talking to people, see you know, learning just like every time I have a conversation with somebody, I try to pick up at least one thing to learn from them, right? Or one situation that they have that I could apply to my own life. And
Exactly.
I think that's important, you know, because in this world you're gonna go. It's a big world. It's a big place, and you know, not everybody's the same. Like I talk about this a lot. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody thinks the same, and to be able to have a conversation with somebody that's we're both Cali boys, SoCal boys, you know, it's just very, that's why we got the same lingo, you know, we get each other.
Yeah.
You know, to talk to somebody, you know, to make money, you're gonna have to talk to somebody that's, you know, might be a
Yeah.
different world, and it's really tough to you know, do that if you don't, if you're not surrounding yourself with certain people. And you know, that's one thing I did value and I did appreciate was working that security lab, just being around so many like money and being around fame, being around like just entrepreneurs. Like I mean, at the end of the day, every musician's an entrepreneur, you know, like they out
Exactly.
here trying to change their world, trying to change their lives. So with K3 Films, what's the next step? What's your long-term goal, man? Because I'm over here like I'm talking about last night. I was like, man, I gotta hit my boy up about all this because I want to see what his goals are, what his vision is with it.
Man, so I think like I still kind of debate sometimes like how much I want to be involved with the movie industry, but I want to run a film company that
Perfect,
green lights major motion pictures,
perfect, bro.
you know. And so, but I think I just want to run it and green light, put up the bread and things like that, and be more hands off unless I'm in my creative mode. But I think the best way for me to be able to break into that industry is to just do my own shit on some Tyler Perry type stuff.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I feel you. Like that's one thing. Like right now, I don't know if you watching. I don't know if you're a big TV guy, but I'm you know, I'm rolling through Snowfall right now. I don't know if you, man. That's to
I
me
haven't watched none of the new season, bro, but one of the best shows I've ever watched for
one
sure.
of the best shows from beginning to end. I mean, I
And
haven't
I'm
like
talking
I
about
haven't
like,
watched the new season yet either. I wait for it to be done and then I smash through it. But
yeah, me too. I can't be doing that. Oh, every Sunday.
I hate the freaking the cliffhangers, man.
Yeah, that's how.
You know, get on. Man, there's so many cliffhangers like in the earlier seasons. Like I knew better. Like I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let this finish because I can't wait a whole week to see what happens. You know, somebody gonna die, somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do that. So, but like, do you see stuff like that? Snowfall. I mean, are you? I'm gonna see where you're at. Pick your brain a little bit. You watch Atlanta,
I've seen some of Atlanta, but I don't have what the app that it's on. It's on FX, right?
yeah,
Yeah, off of Hulu. I don't have Hulu.
bro. Atlanta, great show. You
I
seen
know.
was it Dave, the Little Dicky show?
Lil Dicky show, great.
Great.
Yeah.
What's the other? I just finished another one. Yeah, well, Snowfall's great as well. So like, I think FX is like puts out great content. Like they allow, I feel like they allow the individuals who are who creating the creative process, like they let them do what they got to do, and
Yeah.
really good content. You know, any other show? I mean, Power's great. You watch Power?
I watched kind of like the first season on and off. I watched Power. It was good. I like what 50 Cent's doing, bro, and it's respectable, and I could probably appreciate it more, and you too, because we're on the production side of things too
Mhm.
now. So man, it's a lot of it's a lot going on, right? Issa Rae, bro, it's a lot right now with people and creatives, and you know, just watching them come up, and even people that wasn't in that industry and now they are, like Childish Gambino with Atlanta and, Lil Dicky. And it's like, oh, dang, they wrote this, or dang, they produced this. This is pretty cool. So I love it, bro. I love to see it because it makes me feel confident in doing what I'm doing now, because I'm not waiting until, I have 1 million followers to make the transition. I just want to do it now.
And to see that transition, it's there's a lane there already. You could, I'm always about making your own lanes, but at the end of the day, like, you got to take some of the doors that have been opened already, to get to that opportunity to where you can create your own lane, where you can create your own bubble and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, that's something I want to get into too, bro. Like, I think on my end, like, I'm not too much in the production side of it. Like, yeah, I would love to be on the production side, but I want to write something, man. Like, I feel like, we gotta link up, bro. We gotta link up.
Hey, that's the one thing, bro. If I need anything, bro, with this production stuff, bro, I need right.
Yeah, man. We gotta link up. We gotta put something out, man. I gotta, one thing I would think would be cool, is like a YouTube series, like, I got one boy, my boy Raul, he has a YouTube series he's doing, and he's low key blowing up from it. And his thing is it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a Twilight meets a, or like a heist. Like, I mean, it's basically like a Twilight, like, where it has, monsters and stuff and different characters. And his more like the visual, like the graphics and all that. Like, he's doing great stuff, and and he's blowing up from it. And he's doing everything with that. I'm like, bro, we could, I could link up with the right people. You know what I mean? We could put out, like, I'm more of a, like, if I think about it, like, I think like Atlanta, like, that is kind of the way I would love to go with it. It's kind of like if we can do like a West Coast Atlanta, where it's not, we ain't being just a hood, we ain't talking about drugs and everything. Like, the one thing I think Atlanta did great was they made it modern, and they talked about like everything that somebody will go through. And I think that, like, if we could wrap it up, wrap up I would love to do like a LA version, or like not even a LA version, right? You can do it like in the IE, like, take out of the most generic, like, oh, we're in Compton, we're in Inglewood, like, that's when people think about, like, certain shows, or South Central. Like, you could be out in, like, Rancho Cucamonga, man, like, it's next Friday,
Yeah, man, that's the goal, bro. I want to stamp the inland, and not on no hater stuff, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. One thing I do hate about LA is the traffic is just horrible, bro. I hate, and most of my shoots are in LA because that's where all the money's at. That's where the action is at.
Yeah.
A lot of my shoots are in LA, man. Like, I was just in Malibu, Calabasas. I know it's not LA, but like, out that way in LA County. But man, I got love for the city, bro. Like, LA is inspiring, bro, and we live,
it's the hub.
So close. Yeah, bro. It's like you could drive by and go see Capitol Records. You could drive by the Universal Studios. You could drive by and go see these Sony pictures. You can go and see all these offices and see the buildings, bro. I used to work in downtown LA when I wasn't doing security, and with my pops, and we used to set up like 5 a.m, bro, in this parking lot. And bro, I used to see the city wake up, bro. That shit was inspiring, bro. Just like seeing the city wake up, seeing the lights come on and all that, or come off, I should say, and the sun rise. It was cool, bro. It's just I'm there when there's nobody on the street, and then I'm there when it's cracking and everybody's doing something, getting to the money. So it's definitely inspiring, bro. I love the city, but I definitely want to do something out of the. I still want to put on for the West, though.
Yeah, it has to be it has to be like like. Because there's like, when you're talking about the West Coast, there you can go with so many different. You can go with the Beecher white boy, what's up, bro? You can go with the hood, was cracking, was bracket, you can do all that.
Or you could go up to the Bay and have that Bay got
get hyphy, like, you can do everything like that.
Yeah.
And I think man, we gotta talk, bro. I've always seen what you put out, and it's like I said earlier, it's not, your music is not like hood music. Your music is not like calculated, regurgitated something to put out. It's the reality of what you got going on. And I think if you could tell the truth, and you got a little fib here and there when you're making a TV show, whatever. But if you can do that, man, there's so much stories out here you can tell, bro. Like, man, man, there's skits, man. You gotta do a skit on gas right now, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna give you credit for that one when I put it out, because that's the kind of things I'm trying to incorporate more. Is like current stuff, So that's another.
Trying to go to like a whatever, like hit up your girl hits you up, and you ain't got no gas money. Like trying to figure out like how the hell do I get there, but I ain't got no gas. You got like $6 of fucking gas. Got me fucked up.
Yeah, we might just mess around and go to a gas station and shoot it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, that, bro. That's the beauty with like we were talking about earlier. That's the beauty of it, man. As long as you have a vision, a dream, whatever you want to call it, man, you just shoot it, put it out, and man, that shit you gotta let the world judge. And you know what? I ain't gotta put $1 million behind it, but we're gonna put a good production, gonna put a good
exactly as much as we can, bro. Whatever we could help. So
yeah, man, no, definitely. But man, Kale, man, it's been a great time talking to you, bro. I feel like this ain't I don't feel like we're done talking. I feel like
I'm like, dang, it's already over.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. You know what I mean? We're gonna have something. We're gonna have something coming out, man. I think we'll talk after, and we'll stay in touch. So I want to send you some stuff, and I want you to look at it. And if we feel like we can put some stuff out, man, I really feel like we can do it. We got the resources, man. We got the people. We got the resources, so we can make some real moves out here. But before we go, we got to wrap it up with our closing questions. So the first question I got for you, man, is who or what is your why?
My legacy.
Oh, okay.
My legacy, bro. Like I feel like I just want my name to hold weight, like wherever I go, bro. And even when I die, I want that legacy to pass on to my kids. Not saying that I want them to do what I'm doing or anything like that. I know everybody's gonna be different. They're gonna have their own, interests and stuff. But just kind of like something that, everybody that's attached to me could be proud of, So that's really what, that's most important thing to me, bro. It's like my legacy. Like I want like my cousins that raised me, that wiped my ass, bro, when I was a baby. Like I want them to be able to be proud, or my aunties and my mom, my pops. I want everybody to just be like, man, like I'm just proud to be, you know those people that that when you meet somebody and y'all, like I went to high school with this dude.
Yeah.
Like, something that's respectable, and you just want to name drop that him. Like that's where I'm trying to get to. Yeah. So that's kind of why I do what I do, but I just want to be known as somebody respectable and solid.
No, that's the that's the mindset to have. I'm the same way, bro. Like you just gotta be respected and to have a good name, man. That means a lot in today's world, and that's like I ain't talking about no man versus girl, male versus female, but to be a man and to have a good name, man, that's something that means something. But and my next question is who do you want to see on the Center Lock show? But the thing is, whoever you say, you got to help me get them on.
Ooh, man, I got a couple different people, but somebody that I could really try and push towards, man. Let's see. What are you trying to do? Cause I know so many different people in different lanes.
Hey, you just whoever you feel like, man. Whoever you feel like can come on the Center Lock show.
Yeah, and
chop it up. And like I said, my whole thing is I want people doing good. I want people putting out good stuff, and I want to help them out.
Man, I got my boy Winter Watts, bro. He's doing a lot. He does a lot. He's a good person to look at and keep an eye out for when it comes to this content stuff. But he's a creative as well, and he does a lot of other stuff, bro. He runs a rental service for the cars, and he's all into business, bro. He has like 100 different trades.
Oh
So
yeah, nah, I mess
he's,
with that
he-
definitely.
yeah, bro. He's a guy to get to know. But that dude just is knowledgeable, bro. He knows a lot. He knows a lot, and he knows a lot of people, bro. He knows a lot of people, man. So definitely a guy that I'm grateful to have known and have in my corner, man. But that's somebody I would say that you might want to look into, and definitely somebody I could reach out to and set that up for. But yeah, bro, just a good guy to know for sure.
Nah, for sure, definitely. We'll make sure we get the link everything up afterwards. But next thing I got, last question for you, bro. What do you want to promote, man? What do you got going on? What do you want people to tap into, man? This is all about you. This is everything you got going on, bro.
Hey man, so I'm about to start posting on my YouTube channel. I really only post music on there, but um since I've been doing a lot of content creation for the last 3 months ish, on and off for the last 3 months, I'm about to start posting my content outside of music on there. So I will be posting on there, man. So if you stayed this far, man, do me this favor.
Yeah.
And go ahead and tap into the YouTube. It's Kelly Kell on YouTube. Kelly Kelly, and I believe there's a space and then Kel. I gotta check that. I said I don't even know my YouTube, but
no, I believe it's that. I believe it's that because I was looking at some stuff. I got some stuff from the last night. So yeah, okay, I believe it's Kelly space Kel. Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly Space Kel, man. So tap in with me. I'm gonna start posting content on there. The reason why I want to start, I'm gonna post a lot of stuff that's already on my social media. So if you don't want to watch stuff double time, then don't even worry about it. But at least follow me because I will be posting short films and things like that. I got a lot of projects coming out this year that I filmed last year. They've been in short film circuits and things like that. So we got short films coming out. Longer form content that's separate from my Instagram. I really try and post different contents on different platforms. So people have a reason to follow me on different things.
I like that.
Yeah. So like my TikTok, you follow me on TikTok at Kelly Kell. It's just music. It's just gonna be music on there. And I'm trying to do more challenges and things like that. Let's see what else we got going on, man. I'll be dropping some new merch. Me and my boy got this segment coming out called the Kel and Kai Show, where it's a 1-minute segment. We're gonna drop it just on social medias, and I believe he's gonna put it on his YouTube. And they're basically just gonna be interaction segments where we just ask one question and we want to know people's opinion on that question, right? Let's see what else we got. We're gonna have the merch coming out for that too once we drop the show.
Let me know, man. I'm gonna get some merch and we could rep it all up on here, man.
For sure. You see the cake, that's the last album right there. The last tape.
Man. I love that.
And then that's the hat. Okay, so
y'all give me a hat, bro. Give me a hat.
I got you. I got some extra stuff too, so you're not too far, bro. I can mail it off. And me, my sister, and one of my other boys, we got a hard seltzer coming out, and we trying to hit the stores in the summer. It's a tequila-based hard seltzer.
Look at you, bro, man. That's some big motherfucking moves right there, bro.
Yeah, man. So be ready for that, man. I don't know how the distro deals are going to work, but if we're able to do it, I'll let you know, and you can let your people know. But if it works out, we'll be able to at least be in some.
Hey, I got you right here. Hey, when you get it out, bro, that'll be the official drink of the Center Lock Show. Bro.
Let's go. We just locked in our first sponsor.
Let's do it, bro.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So we got a lot of stuff, bro, and we're just gonna keep pushing, man. We're gonna keep trying to keep the brands integrated within everything that we're doing. So who's gonna shoot the commercials? K3 Films, right?
Right.
What kind of music's gonna be playing? My stuff or one of my homies? So we're gonna keep everything in house, bro, and just keep pushing, keep going, bro.
Yeah, man. Support, man. Everything he said, make sure you go subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, whatever it is, man. Go show some love, and make sure you guys just continue to support good people. And hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. Coming into this episode, I was excited. Leaving this episode, I'm excited, man. There's a lot going on for you, and we're gonna make sure this works out, bro.
Yeah, man, we're definitely gonna tap in more and and I mean I've been supporting, bro. I've been, as much as I could, man. So every time I see your post and see that you put on the episode, I'll tap in and watch it. Because you got a lot of people on there that got a lot of game to offer, and within their respective realm, you know, even the ex-athletes, you know, like they just telling you stuff. And I like to hear, I like to listen. So I like to hear people just say stuff that I didn't know or that could be useful. So yeah, man, it's mutual, bro. The support is mutual.
I appreciate that for real, man. I appreciate that. And for everybody tuning in, man, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, whatever you can do. I support it all. I mean, I appreciate all the support. But you know, we're at 381. We're at 381. We right around the corner from 400. I'm pretty
Right
sure
there.
we're gonna get a big amount of love this episode. So just keep supporting, keep putting everything out there for us. And you know what? We're always gonna be at the end of the day appreciative of anything and everything we got. So that being said, man, Kel, it was an honor. We'll be in contact for sure. And definitely everybody tuning in. We will be back.
Peace.
Buena Park is in the building. Buena Park? What's the deal? Nothing but the homies out there. Nothing but the homies. What's up with the homies?
Who poppin'? We